We hope you enjoyed this selection of the best from BBC Comedy, specially compiled for the readers of the Sunday People. Why not watch them in full with your very own collection of BBC Comedy videos? Available from all good video retailers.
Lon Chaney Jr. and Bela Lugosi are back in more of the same in the horror double bill next Saturday night, with The Wolfman at 20 to 11, hotly pursued by Frankenstein meets The Wolfman. In the movie tomorrow night, Warren Beatty co-stars with Elizabeth Taylor in The Only Game in Town. She plays a chorus girl whose ambition in life is to settle down happily married, and he's a compulsive gambler, the object of her affection, who thwarts that aim. That's at 10:30. There's a Newsnight special at 8:40 on the Labour leadership debate with the four contenders, Roy Hattersley, Eric Heffer, Neil Kinnock and Peter Shaw. And now it's 2 minutes to 1, and that's it for now from BBC Television. But Radio 2 goes on throughout the night. At the moment, there's Pete Murray's Late Show, and his guest in the coming hour is the guitarist Juan Martin. From BBC 2 now, it's farewell with a few glimpses of the Beacon Mill at Rottingdean in Sussex. Good night.
Let me ask you something about Queen that has not only upset me, but an awful bunch of people.
Oh, good. I'm going to love it.
You're going to love this. Going to South Africa, playing in Sun City.
Oh, yes.
Tell me your attitude about that. I mean, first of all, do you think it was the right thing to do?
I don't know. I still don't know. I think it's a much more difficult question than people give it credit for being. One, I don't think anybody who hasn't been there understands how the place works. One, well, obviously we don't approve of the whole idea of apartheid. It stinks.
I demand to see my director instantly.
But, Madam Dillon...
Never in my entire professional career have I worked in such appalling conditions. I ask for a car to meet me at the airport. What happens? No car. Director, you're very young to be a director. Oh, you must be so talented to hold down such a tremendous position. But that face, so angelic, so appealing. Those eyes, so gentle. Oh, how we artists suffer, how I have suffered. But then you know all about suffering. Yes, I can see you're sensitive. You have such very hairy arms. This part you have for me, is it big? I feel my part needs enriching in the middle passages with maybe a slight rallentando and perhaps a little bit of Madame Butterfly. Woo! Perhaps you could write in a good mad part for me. My luce de l'amour had to be seen to be believed. Oh, bollocks.
Feel more alive.
So big, so small, so friendly, so right. So early in the morning, right through till night. When you're out, come in, 'cause we are so near, so far. Whatever you need, whenever you need it, there's a spa, not far. So near for sweet, soft drinks or a snack. On your way to work or on your way back. When you're out, come in, 'cause we are so near, so far.
Tommy Grando, little Tommy Grando, don't you remember?
Wait a minute, didn't you run away to sea?
Yeah, that's right.
Tommy Grando.
Yeah.
Little Tommy Grando.
And we all used to play round the back of the old bakery there.
That's right, we did. Yes.
Yeah.
Little Tommy Grando.
Yeah, that's right. Little Tommy Grando. You was always hitting me, weren't you?
Yeah, well, it's done you good, hasn't it? I mean, look at you now. Don't I say all the time, I wish somebody had taken the trouble to hit me more often.
Well, it's never too late, mate.
Would you like a cup of tea?
No, thanks, love. I never go near tea. I don't like it. I drinks this here special brew of my own. Have a swig of that, me old China. That'll blow the back of your shirt up.
Oh, that's powerful, that.
Yeah, but you're drinking it the wrong way. You're not getting the benefits, mate. If you let it go down like that, it'll evaporate before it gets done. What you've got to do, you've got to take a swig like that, give it a well in the back of the neck and get down the tubes down there. And you pull it out and go straight down the legs in the flabbernacker jawkers down the front. Straight down to the tubes. Marvellous.
I didn't know.
Try it now. Try it.
I thought you were a mason.
That's stonemason I was once. That's it now.
What's in that?
In here, Scotch, gin, aftershave, with added boot polish.
That's poison.
Yeah, but it's good for you. Oh, look at the way it's making your eyes shine, thanks to added boot polish.
This family is being subjected to the most maddening frustration there is. They've always found bachelor's savoury rice irresistible. Now they know bachelors have made their savoury rice even more delicious, tantalisingly tastier, with lots of vegetables. They know bachelors have introduced two mouth-watering new varieties, mushroom and tropical fruit. And it's driving them crazy. Bachelor's savoury rice. Every grain will drive them insane.
Remember how Ford pioneered popular motoring. Cars like these improved the quality of life for millions of people. That became part of our tradition, giving you the kind of cars you wanted. How many of these old favorites do you recognize? You're asking for better made, more efficient cars that take more care of the environment. So now we're building beautiful cars like the Sierra, because like you, Ford cares about quality. As for the future, let's just say it's shaping up nicely.
He was the meanest geezer in the city. Real rough stuff, not too pretty. But he still recalls that fateful day. His mum said,
I'll take away your breakaway.
that's real milk chocolate round a tasty biscuit.
Take away your breakaway.
She could be bluffing, but he couldn't risk it.
She's gonna take away your breakaway.
Okay, you win. I'll do as you say. Don't take away my breakaway.
And now on Yorkshire, a compilation of rare archive film tracing the early Beatles. Now back to tonight. In a moment, a look back to the early 60s and the rise to fame of the Beatles.
A Welsh headmaster gave his 270 pupils time off from school today to watch him have his head shaved. Alan Rustad of HTV was in the audience.
Mr. Bill Hopkins' 270 pupils at the Meier Tzelniker Primary School paid 10 pence each to witness the shearing of their headmaster, and they were determined to get their money's worth. They weren't disappointed. Apart from getting into the mood for his leading role in the school production of The King and I, he was also raising money for leukemia research and school funds. And, to wish him well, a message from the star of the West End production. How long before he's back to his hairy self?
Well, Mr. Kurt, my hairdresser, tells me about 4.5 months, isn't it, Robert? Yeah. About 4.5 months and I should be back in full plumage again.
But the new-look headmaster later received a mixed press.
It's funny. Yeah? Would you like it like that?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
You think it was worth the
My
10...
head would get cold. I wouldn't have mind it for £1,000.
Wouldn't you?
No.
Finally, tomorrow, in a special edition of News at 10, we'll be bringing you live from London and Salisbury an up-to-the-minute report on the Rhodesian election. That's all for now. Good night.
Hello, just popped in to tell you about our special Christmas edition of Cheggers Plays Pop. As usual, 2 great teams and some smashing games to play. Romance, Dexys, Midnight Runners, and we've also got a bit of madness as well with their new record called Our House.
A world you'll never see, even if I let you live. You need instruction, human called Tarot. Have you decided to accept my terms?
Have you offered some?
You will have heard me, I think, from the corridor, just as you watched me earlier from the other corridor.
I didn't hear any terms, just something about pets.
Callie would want you to live. I know that.
It must get tiresome for you, knowing so much.
Avon, so you'll do as she says.
Finna, be quiet. He has an unusually sharp intelligence, which can recognize when it's beaten. I might forgive him for wanting to steal my ring.
Callie stole your ring.
Callie was supposed to. I hope you made her a touching farewell.
She's not dead yet.
But she won't struggle. Not against me. I want to live. To live. To live. I want to live. To live.
On the other side of town are white homes, plenty of them, for sale, owners gone. Even if blacks could afford to buy them, as the new year began, they were not allowed to. The Land Tenure Act, the instrument of discrimination that preserves certain areas for whites only, was still on the statute books. The transitional government promised to abolish it. Blacks were still waiting. This house has been on the market for several months. 4 bedrooms, the deepest pool in town. Monty and June Pascoe are asking £12,000 for it, but they're open to offers. Monty Pascoe knows that the good times are over. He's off to South Africa.
Thank you, Timothy, but you didn't open that one, you stupid thing. But don't worry about it. We'll open it
He can
ourselves.
only take £800 with him, the legal limit.
Did you always believe that one day you would leave Rhodesia?
Never, ever. No, I was one of the guys going to stay here and switch off the lights in Mtolia. I was going to switch off the lights and then close the gates and say, right, Rhodesia, farewell. And then burn as we go back. And it didn't happen. I was going to switch off the lights in Mtoli. But things are happening so fast at the moment. It just... I haven't got that much time anymore.
You're going and leaving the lights on.
That's right. Somebody else will have to switch them off.
Why don't you stay and take the gamble, take the risk?
Pete, there is no risk. I mean, there is no gamble. There is a risk, but there's no gamble. The gamble is all on the... The gooks have got it.
The who?
The gooks. It is.
They've
the whole
won.
world. The whole world is supporting the terrorists.
Has the attitude of Africans changed as a result of what is currently happening?
Yes. Yes.
In what way?
I got a staff, or the company I work with has got a staff of about eight Africans, and they all think they're going to own houses. And I've never seen so many Africans learning to drive motor cars as what I have lately, because every one of them thinks they're going to get a motor car. A little garden, we call him a garden boy, was washing my mother-in-law's car. And he said to her, he says, well, next year, that's going to be my car. So my mother-in-law went to him and says, well, you see this box of matches, well, it's lighter, I'll burn it before I give it to you. So that's the attitude of the African. It's changed completely. Ratios here at the moment, I think we are about 34-1, maybe a bit more, with everybody taking a gap like me. In South Africa at the moment, I think it's about 4-1, I think, about 4-1. So you could stand a chance.
Does that make you feel happier?
Well, I could take out 4 Affies before they take me out.
But you couldn't 36?
No ways.
Well, good evening, miss.
But don't you think the boy's got something, Mr. Mayor?
Something he's got. What it is, I don't want to know.
But you can be frank with me, Mr. Mayor. What's your feeling about this boy?
Nausea. Nausea.
Nausea?
When I see this little bleeder and compare him with Aida, nausea. Nausea.
A boy who owns an Austin Healey's twice as great as Benny Gili.
Nausea.
All your life you should be so sick.
When this talent's in the lolly, if you take the risk, he'll make more than Bobby Raleigh from his nauseating disc.
All this music, what a scandal, in his grave is turning handle. Nausea, nausea, nausea.
All he needs a crew cut, a sweatshirt and some jeans, and he'll be better box office than all your Shaliapines. Hey!
When I hear these coffee barmen and think what they did to Carmen, nausea, nausea. Years ago they would be failures.
Now they're cutting out Sibelius.
Nausea, nausea.
So try to sell the Meister singers in espresso bars.
All they want is shyster singers, black ink mark on their guitar. When I think of Don Pasquale and compare him with this Charlie, nausea, nausea, nausea.
I want you to know, Mr. Mayor, that I appreciate your frankness.
With opera, I lost my shirt. Yet from this rock track, I'll make money. All right. I'll give you 35 pounds for one, this 2 sides of your bongo, no royalty. The deal?
Half cash.
It's a special concession to a fellow Ulster man, paying in cash.
It's a deal.
Good.
1.
Hello, Johnny. What do you think of them?
Oh, kinky, but nice, nice.
Fetches me quite a new class of clientele.
Good, let me be your financial advisor.
Always ready to try something new.
Invest in a car, love on wheels. It's the safest thing.
I think you've got something there. Where do they put these things?
Now, Penelope, you've been warned.
It's a fine thing if a girl can't look up a used car bargain.